Hey there, friends. Thanks for checking in. A major story taking place right now. It's all over the place. It has to do with an FBI agent who was at a Denver nightclub. It was after midnight. This guy was dancing. He had his hips shaking all over the place. They were creating a circle around so this guy could do his moves. He had skills. He had his groove on, and he was getting jiggy with it. And as he was doing all of his moves, people were videoing him and you know, seemingly having a good time. But then he decided to do a maneuver. People are calling it a backflip. And he jumps back, and as he does his move around, his gun pops out and falls on the floor. Now, it looked to me to be a very cheap holster. No gun retention. I mean, this teaches us that we have to invest in a good holster. Something that will hold the gun while you are running, while you are dancing, while you are doing anything else. That gun needs to be in place. It looked like a cheap holster, and he was carrying it in the small of the back. I don't understand how anybody could do that. Like every time you sit down, that gun would go right up on your spine like that. But that's where it was. The gun falls on the floor. This guy who quickly tried to get a hold of his gun, he reached down to grab the gun with his left hand, and as he does it, he puts his finger on the trigger and the gun fires. The problem was that there was somebody else who got hit in the leg that was nowhere near the dance floor. So there was a negligent discharge, and a person got struck with that bullet. They're not sure if alcohol was involved, but this guy he has to answer for this. And like we always say, every bullet has a lawyer behind it. So we're not sure where this is going to go. The lessons to be learned here is that, one, get a good holster so that if you are getting your groove on, you know that gun is going to stay right where it needs to be, and practice with it. Like if you're going to do a jump, which I highly suggest you do not when you are carrying a gun, practice to make sure that gun's going to stay right where it needs to be with whatever you are doing, because the last thing you want is your gun popping out and then you having to be the first one to grab it. You know, this guy was quick on his gun. I'll give him that. He was quick on his gun. I'll also give him that he had good moves. I mean, better moves than I had. The ones that I featured last week with my CCW video, he had better moves than I had, but I have to believe I have a better carry system because my gun's not going anywhere. This guy's gun went right on the floor. He reached down to grab it, and it caused a negligent discharge, which ultimately injured somebody. Very embarrassing on this guy, I'm sure. But let this be a lesson to us that we are responsible for our gun. We are responsible for every time that gun fires. So we have to be confident in our carry system and that it will work in all situations. This guy went from the life of the party to an embarrassed dog like that. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.